Hello, hi, my name is Doreen Shamwena and welcome to Tech Dicted. So, I have been working on this game, I call it Color Me Right, and the intention is that, well, this year I decided I'm doing games for office conferences, meetings, and such like events because I realized, like, well, especially when you're having virtual events or even physical ones, all events generally, you need some icebreakers. Yeah, you need some fun games people can play at this event. And so this year I said, let me try and make a few. They may not be the best, they may not be the most played, but yeah, let me just try. Okay, so this is the code. It's the HTML is minimal because there is more we're adding through JS. CSS is also, everything is just minimal because there's not a lot we're doing when it comes to how it looks. The code is available on GitHub. I will also leave the link in the description box. But basically, so we're adding two things. I mentioned about screenshots. So I just took a 1 second break and searched for it, and well, not possible. So first of all, this is what we have. So the game begins this way. We also need to have a start button so that it doesn't start automatically, but right now it starts automatically. You have to look at the colors. I did not look at them, so I have no idea where black is. I'll just, okay. So I've gotten the black one and I have failed. I think I was supposed to get, I don't know if it's gray, I don't know. So yeah, so that's it. This is gray, but I was not supposed to get gray. I was supposed to get another color. So now game is over. I can start a new game. I can choose a different level. And then, game starts. So I want us to have the score here as well as the time it has taken the user. Because for you to get the best user, the person with the highest score at the same time taken the least amount of time. So that's what we're going to base the highest score on. The shorter the time, the better for you. So that will also, I think that is the only way now we can prevent the screenshot conundrum. I don't know if conundrum is the right word, but oh well. So let me just show you. Is there a way to prevent screenshots? And everything is low because it's disabled. We can't disable or block them in the browser using HTML, CSS, JS because it's controlled by our operating system. So whether it's on mobile, like if Chrome is on mobile or Chrome is on the browser, like your desktop application, you won't be able to change to prevent taking screenshots because it's OS oriented, so we can't do that. But what we can do is get the time difference. So I'm thinking between getting the time difference between the time you started and the time the game was over, or you count. I think getting the time difference seems easier. So let me try that. I'll just open, I don't know if it will work, but if I try on inspect even before we go any further, like I like working on this console first to test something out. I think maybe many people do like it as well. Get date. Is it get date? New date dot now. Or how am I supposed to write it? Let me just remind myself. So get date in JS. Oh, it's get date. Get date is also a method by itself. Okay, so get date. Or then dot now. Okay, date dot now is now the variable after you've already created the variable. So new get date dot now. Let's just open it then. New dates. Also, it's just date. Okay. Yeah, you notice I'm not the most patient person. New date, then dot. Okay, let me just do new date and see. We're getting something. Okay. Then new date. So I want to get like a 1 second difference or something. So new date.now. So let d1 is equal to new date d1, then let d2 is equal to new date. I'm hoping it will have like a 2 second difference or something. D2, so 55 and this is 41, but they're all, so it's like minutes, this is hours, minutes, seconds, so it's a difference of seconds. So D2 minus D1, the difference is that amount. How many seconds difference? That's around 55 minus 41. Okay, so I always choose not to use my brain. So let me just open a calculator. I think I would have calculated it by the time, but then who am I? 55 minus 41, 14. Okay, yeah, I think that's accurate because that's in seconds. Assuming this is milliseconds, I'm just assuming this is in milliseconds. So then the time difference is D1 minus D2, D2 minus D1 over 1,000. Division comes first, so over 1,000. Then I would like to round it up. Math dot, I don't know if seal rounds up or down. Let's find out. Math dot seal. Yeah, seal rounds up. So seal, then the other one is, yeah, I don't know, but seal rounds up, so it works. So 14. Then, so this is what we need, 14 seconds. So do we want it in seconds really? Because it may take someone longer to play the game. So we can do it in, because this is less than a minute. Yeah, it may take someone this short of a time. So we'll just have it in seconds. How many seconds make, yeah, let's have it in seconds. So now that's satisfactory. So we will get the time difference from the time you press the start button to the time you press the, okay, not press, to the time you fail or you complete the game. So yeah, this will work. So I guess it's actually a very simple challenge, I hope. So we have to say new game. Now you see, this is bigger. Now I want us to have a start button for the first time. Then the rest of the time you have the new game button. So then we will now get the counter from there. So now, this is what we have. Let's go to generate game board. Whenever we generate game board, actually, that's when we want to get the start time. Whenever game over, because we have generate game board, that's when the board is created and then you start. So let the last thing after in generate game board be that. Yeah, let's get the time when you start guessing. After the time runs out, after the set timeout, this is the timeout. This is the time when you start guessing. So here is where we have it. We have the, so let me just say, let's start time. Let's have start time. Let's have start time and end time. Yeah. So those two are what will guide us when it comes to time. So let's come to generate game board here. Color to guess. Yeah, I think this is where you start guessing. Because it runs only once, then you start guessing, I hope. Yeah, let me put it here and see what happens. So start time is equal to new date. I hope it's just that, new date. Sorry, it's like the third one. Yeah, new date. Then where do I always get the now? I don't know. We'll just remind ourselves that later. Then game over. This is when the game is over and you're displaying everything I want us to have. So there's final score. You see we have final score here. Let me add another paragraph. And then let's have it as time taken. I don't know if it will display as score. Let me just look for score here. I'm looking for, so it's not formatted, so that's good enough. So then let's come back to the script. Now we have score, and then we have the end time. I want this to be end time minus start time. Let me just do everything. It was math.seal end time minus start time. Then we have divide by 1,000 to make it into seconds, and then yeah, seal. That's good enough. Now let's add the end time. So I'm thinking, because game over does not happen here, but it will be okay even if we place it there, because we have game over here. But let me just use this, the function itself, not when it's called, because this one checks. I guess this is like the color checker. So it's checking if your guess is correct. If it's not correct, game over. Okay, let's just place it in game over because it's the most unique place we can understand and get to. So Control V, Control. Let's do this and see. Did I? Yeah. So that here we have end time. Then save it. I want to see if we're recording now the difference. Okay. Orange. So it's placing it in the wrong place. I want it to be placed where your score is. Are they different? Oh yeah. This should be here. Then now let me look for final score. Okay, so that also does not exist, so they're not formatted. So I'll have also time taken. And then do a span. Now here's where I should place the ID, if I'm following the same format as the other one. And then now we have 0. Let's start them with all 0. So then if I come here, now it's final score and time taken. Time taken. Save it. Then now here, time taken. Save this. Let's see. Lime. Now you see that the problem when it starts lime, cream, brown, purple, lime, cream, brown, purple, lime, cream, brown, purple, lime, cream, brown, purple. So time taken 7. And then let me just add the seconds, because let me add seconds. Sorry, it should be in HTML because I don't want it to change. Can I do this and it be okay? Let's see if it will be okay. Black, purple, gray, maroon. Black, purple, gray, maroon. Okay, 6 seconds. Right. Let me go to level 2. Gray, green, pink, red, orange, yellow. And I did not see maroon. I think this is the problem. Gray, green, pink, red, orange, yellow. So purple must be one of these. Gray, green, red. I have failed there. Okay, so 16 seconds. Yeah, so now that's how we will measure, because we need time taken. Then I see the time taken, and let's just make it the same as that, time taken. And then now let's do the start button, so that it doesn't start automatically like this. That's why we will also measure start time. Sorry, I keep coming to that page. Let me just have a div, a separate div, and have it with an ID of start game, right? And then let it have a button, start game. And then now let's make it now. Yeah, now let's make this button big. Actually, let's even have the rules, yeah, because I had someone ask like, what's the rule of the game? So let's have the rules as well. We can have a paragraph of, no, we can have a div, yeah, to group everything. Then no, we don't need an ID for this. We can just use a class. Name of rules, and then let me place this in. We can even take it down because I want H1 as well. Rules of the game. The rules are simple. To cram, memorize. Yeah, you can choose to cram, you can choose to memorize. Take a picture with your mind. Yeah, or take a picture with your mind. Then all colors are grayed out. And you have to randomly guess which color is in which block. You have to guess the color provided is the color provided is in which block. You can add a smiley. And start game. It has, yeah, so I need it to be on top. Then after you press that game, it disappears. So let me just go to the top before game zone. let me have dot rules, and then let's now format it a bit. So for rules, let's say with let's first have a background color, and the background color I want to choose it to be not this. I wanted the gray one that I have used for Game Over. Is it Alice bluish kind of color? Let me see this one. I think I should have even put them in variables so that they can be reusable, but it's okay. So that's the background color, and then I want it to have let's see how it appears now. Save. Let's see how it appears. Yeah, I need a padding. (20 pixels all round), and I'm having a problem because it's not rules. I'm supposed to be editing its start game. Rules is just part of it. So start game. Our start game is an ID. Yeah. Then let's have pop it up. Position. Absolute is okay. And then top 0. Okay, so the positioning we've placed it in. I've written position absolute instead of absolute, so now it's okay. Then the index so that it comes to the top. Let's see, 20, I think that should work. Then now we are getting somewhere. Let's see, now what do we want for the width? First of all, let's say the padding to be 50. I feel like 20 is too small. And then let's have a font size of, I don't know, I'm using EM, I believe. So let's say 1.3 EM. Yeah, because I want it to be big because we have only a few things stated. Can we even make the height 100%? Because nothing is happening till you press the start button, right? So we can even make the height and width 100. Height and 100% won't really work, so we have to say 100 V height, width 100 V width. But what we have to remember is we've placed some padding and that affects the width. So it's 100 minus, so we've started 50 pixels, so 100 pixels, and also this. (100 pixels). Save it. Okay, now we need it to be at the center. Everything to be at the center. Let's just use flex. Sorry, display flex. And then justify content center and align. Yeah, we want both to be at the center. Align items center. Nice. Okay. Then let's make the direction to be going down. Direction. I don't think it will make a difference. Flex direction, sorry. Yeah, because that's what I wanted. Because there are a few things, so we can make flex direction. So if we're doing that, then do we need the padding? We do. Yeah, we do. Because of the, not top, bottom now, we need the padding left, right only. Top, bottom can be 0. Top, bottom can be 0, and therefore height can just be that. But let me just do 0 here. Let's see first. Yeah. The start game button, let's make it bigger. There was a button here actually that was edited. Or does it have a different name? There is the new game button. This one, class button. No, it was not a button, it was just an input. So let's have a class button here. Let's see. Apparently it doesn't work. So let's look for because it was specific. Why though? Does it need to be specific? I don't think so. Yeah. Then we can have more padding, let's say top, bottom. That seems okay. But left, right, we can have more. Top, bottom can remain. Left, right, let it be 10. Then, yeah. I think we can work with this. Then when you press start game, now let's work on that. Yeah. So now when you press start game on click, what did we say here? New game. Copy. You can have the exact same thing actually, because it's still a new game. So then let's come here. Then let me remove. Yeah, so what we'll do, if game over status, we do all this, because all this does not apply if the game over status has not changed. They will just be there when you generate the new game mode, I believe. For if not game over status, because this is hidden always, this should be hidden all time. There is something. So there is something. It's in generate game board, so that's good enough. I can have this here as well. This one listens for keyboard movement. So let's come back here. When you click it and game over status is not that it's game over, because when game over status you can create a new game. But other than that, if not, do we even need an if, or we can just say else, because it's only two statuses. So else, what we want to do is to hide the start game. Come here, hide the start game. Document. Start game section. Let's have let. It should even be a const. It doesn't change. But anyway, so let's start game section. What do we want for start game section? Document dot get element by ID. We want to get an ID of start game. Then what we want to do is start game section dot styles style dot visibility display. Let's just use display because display removes it from view. Display none. Okay. Start game. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Game starts. That's nice. Then game over in 4 seconds. Yeah, I think that's okay. New game. White, blue, red, brown. Game over in 1 second. New game. Cream, green, silver, blue. Cream, green, silver, cream, shit. 6 seconds. Okay, so that is it. I think we're done. I'll just leave it at that. We just have those minor changes in features. We have the time added and we have the new game screen. So what now let me do is check how does it behave on a small device. Yeah, it still works well. So you can start game. Color me right. Let me assume this is the smallest size. Or because the height is not okay. So that's why there is this. But otherwise, I think it would work okay. Now, what's left is for me to control that and push the changes. Git add, git commit. What do we want to commit? Added time checker. So let's just say added counter and start game screen and then git push. And so that's it for this game. Try it, use it in your next meeting, next conference, next whatever, and just tell me how it goes. I hope it's going to be fun and you'll have a good time playing it. So let me just start it over. Start game, brown, white, gray, red. Brown, white, gray, red, brown, white, gray, red, white. I have taken 6 seconds. I wanted to go to the next level. Red, teal, maroon, green. I think I should add that feature next. Red, teal, maroon, green. The one that if you get everything, you go to second first. Instead of having to do this, it takes you to level 2 automatically. New game. White, black, green, maroon. New game. Teal, brown, green. I've only gotten green. I think white maybe is here. I think it should show you where the other one is as well. Anyway, those are features for next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Have a good time.